So that's it, officially 12 down, 0 and 12 now. We have 4 games left, I mean, it seemed like, I go through this every time. The Browns, the 0 and 6 team seemed ridiculous. Then started to seem possible, and then it became even funny. But it's just not funny anymore. I mean, just at least a couple of wins, just anything, something. Who cares about the draft position? But, once again, today wasn't the day. Now they get a bye week. Perhaps, maybe with the bye week, it'll give them some kind of advantage when they come back and they play the Bengals. But, whatever. That's all on to that. Enough of that one. Look, if you were a big fan of, horrible running games and a lot of punts, the early part of the first half was for you. I mean, same thing with the second half. I don't know how many punts there were total today. But both halves just started out, man. Neither team could do anything, really. Finally, the Browns break the punt streak with a fumble. They give the Giants a short field, giving the Giants their first touchdown of the game. They're able to capitalize. Browns mix in a field goal, and then Odell Beckham strikes for the first time, getting a 32-yard touchdown for the Giants. Browns get another field goal just before the half. So it's 14-6. I guess the defense played well. I mean, they gave up the touchdown there to Beckham there toward the end of the second quarter, but before that, the short drive on the turnover. Other than that, the defense held strong. Could have easily have been 7-6 if you're optimistic, but it's 14-6. And like I said, the third quarter, just nothing but punts from both teams. Couldn't get much going. Right when you start to think, you know what, man, it's 14-6. They're a touchdown and a 2-point conversion away from this. And then McCown unloads one from the end zone, a 50-yard bomb to Pryor. I'm even clapping at this point, but that didn't last long. Maybe 2 plays later. Big Jonathan Hankins, former Buckeye, gets in there, gets a hit on McCown, just, knocking the ball out of his hand right to Jason Pierre-Paul. He runs it back with an interception, a pick six from a defensive lineman. So that's like, all right, that's the kind of season, the kind of things that happens to Cleveland here. Robbie Gould, the now veteran kicker, misses an extra point, 20-6, leaving the Browns some kind of hope. And then it felt like maybe the Giants, let off the gas a little bit on defense. Cleveland put together their nicest drive of the day. Corey Coleman touchdown, 20-13. But then the Giants respond right back on offense, just like, this game's over. We ain't screwing around here, losing at Cleveland. At this point, the Giants fans and the crowd were outnumbering the Browns fans, and Odell Beckham gets another touchdown. They tried to put a linebacker on Odell Beckham. I don't know, just call a timeout or something. I mean, you see him slide over to the slot, and you got Kirksey on him inside the 10. So they go with it. I don't know. I mean, Kirksey, I don't even know whatever. Touchdown, game over pretty much at that point, 27-13. Browns did mix in one more fumble. Nice play, McCown. I tried my best to back McCown, but boy, he's just banged up at this point, and, I don't know if they can win games with him. I don't know if they can win games with Kessler. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. So we got 4 games left. There we go. I'm not a part of that mess. Could he come back, man? The last 2 games he comes back and they win them. 2-14. It's possible. It looked good today at times seeing Pryor and Coleman out there. Pryor had a big day. I guess if I could say something nice. Calhoun on defense, he's looking like he's a nice pickup, the defensive back. Of course, Shelton, he had a nice couple of plays today. I think, it seemed like Collins and Okafor. NASA might have made a play or two early on, and I didn't hear much from him. So I don't know. There were some things there, I guess. The Pryor-Coleman thing is interesting now. If you can just get an offensive line, get a quarterback back there that, McCown had the happy feet all day. He's like, man, I get hurt every game I have to play, so. And he was getting hit. They had their share of sacks for sure. All right. Nice deep ball to Pryor, though. That was good. The touchdown to Coleman, man. Nice move by Coleman there. He's looking healthy. That's about the most comfortable he's been this year. All right, guys. That's Zappa 20. Cleveland Browns 0-12. Exhale. They got a bye week, and they might be able to beat Cincinnati. Looked like Cincinnati lost again today to the Ravens. Lost track of the score. Cavs beat the Sixers. They were down 10 going into the fourth. People were hating on LeBron on Twitter. He was at the Buckeyes game yesterday. Suck it, haters. Cavs won.